Welcome, my name is Rich, and this is a Let's Play of DCUO. I'm playing as... oh, he's got the same mask as me, interesting. I'm playing as a villain, Joke Android 9000, who is an electricity and dual pistol character. Did I say? As you may be able to guess, I'm playing villain side as opposed to hero side, which I've played a lot of. In this Let's Play, I will be paying attention to the stories that the game is trying to tell, and in particular, for this run through, I am looking at how the villain side matches up with the hero side. Wow. I was about to say that dude is tiny, but it's probably Dr. Psycho. Oh no. It's just a really tiny dude. Okay. Fair enough. Then there's this guy, who is Captain Cruel, I think? I forget. It's not that important, to be honest. Anyway, Agent Respect.
LexCorp funds the meta wing of Metropolis General Hospital as a front for some very illegal experiments. Something went haywire and the patients are rioting. We need those patients back. And the press kept out. I'll give you a special encasement device to use. Think you can handle it?
Sure. So I'm assuming that this happens concurrently. Alright, I probably want to complete. There we go.
You're on the job. It seems patients at my meta-human wing at Metropolis General Hospital are resisting Dr. Psycho's experimental treatment. But work on the meta-human brain is at a crucial stage. I don't need this interruption or the publicity. Put down the riot and retrieve my test subjects.
So Lex was a bit more diplomatic about it than Agent Trust, was that? Fuck, I can't remember. But he still showed his true colours by saying my test subjects. He doesn't view these people. Agent Respect, okay, there we go. Agent Respect was a bit more open about it, saying very illegal things were happening. But Lex still described them as his test subjects. He doesn't view them as people. They're a means to an end. I think again for this sequence of events, we have to be doing this before the heroes arrive. We can't be doing it concurrently because once we get into the oh right, yes, this is the Metrodome stuff. But we can't be capturing patients and keeping press out, and we can't be doing this sequence of events concurrently with the hero side, because once we get into the hospital itself, just here.
LexCorp has implanted special containment fields in these metas. Activated, and they'll give you no further trouble.
Once we get inside here, as a hero at least, we encounter Dr. Psycho, who has captured... that's very, very bright pink gear, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. Lovely name too. Ooh, Agent Perseverance. And who's this over here? Dr. Allen. Okay. Once we get inside, Supergirl has already been subdued and captured, so my assumption is that we are going to go in there and beat up and subdue Supergirl and then leave, because we'll again assume that everything is fine. We don't need to worry about it. Job is done. And then it's Dr. Psycho who actually fails in...
How can you live with yourself after all you put me through?
Well, technically, I'm a robot, so I'm not living. And I don't care. I'm doing as I'm ordered.
Justice League will get you.
Because I'm the Joke Android 9000, and I'm presumably doing this as a favor to... No, you're going the wrong way. That's not where you need to... Yeah, you've worked it out, have you?
I hope the heroes kick your ass.
There we go.
You've got to stop him!
The Joke Android 9000 just does what the Joker tells him to, and in this case I'm headcanoning it that the Joker told him to go and help Lex, and so that's what he's doing.
Some of these escaping metas are still wearing their genetic transcoders. Get those and we can recreate most of our research. We're prepared to reward highly for the return of this information. Those escaping metas stole highly confidential documents about our treatments to give to the Daily Planet. We need that stuff back before it gets to the press.
Right. So, these efforts don't... Well, I mean, okay, so... His efforts won't make any difference. That won't accomplish anything, because as a hero, you come in and get that information... and presumably pass it to the press. I mean, that's my assumption. The acquisition of genetic transcoders for LexCorp probably does have some kind of benefit to LexCorp. I can do super speed, high speed flight whilst carrying someone in a big ball. As a hero, you come in and you get the genetic transcoders so that they can't be used by LexCorp, but given that there's a villain collecting them at the same time or beforehand, obviously LexCorp doesn't manage to get all of them because the hero disrupts that, but they do obviously get some, so there is some benefit to Lex. That was all of the
I can't stand you anymore! Stop yelling in my head!
Bubble. Can I still bubble them? Seems like it. Okay. Cool. I don't actually need to do this. But yes, so this is basically the same sets of missions that you're doing as a villain that you would do as a hero. You pick up your side missions from these people over here, rather than the ones over there, and these want you to collect the records and the transcoders so that they can't be used by LexCorp. And you're collecting patients who are confused and might hurt themselves. So you still put them in a bubble on the hero side, but you take them over to gone? There's usually an ambulance over here, but it seems to have been destroyed, I think. So it seems to have been destroyed. So you would ordinarily bring your bubbled test subjects over here so that they can be properly looked after. I think what you're doing on villain side is just returning them to LexCorp's captivity.
Chief Researcher's Journal. One of our most valuable samples. It really speaks to me.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's possible to work out what that is that he has. It's an investigation, isn't it? Metropolis. Doctor is in. Sonassist's brain sample container. Ah, okay. So, heart sample, lung, pod, tongue. Oh yes, the heart in this. Well, I'll wait until he actually talks about it. But it's a reference. Ooh, that's interesting. Is that a transformed person?
The Justice League.
Are they here to farm Bizarro? Interesting. Seems like they're waiting around for him. And somebody is... you can tell by the symbol over them that they're set for PvP, or next to their name. Yeah, that red and blue face in the sort of spiky star-shaped background that indicates that they're set for PvP.
Please! You have to end this experiment!
I mean, yeah, ideologically, I'm definitely on the hero side, but mostly I'm curious about how this plays out. Do I want any? Probably dive bomb, so I can start taking these.
Luthor here. Naturally, the Daily Planet got wind of this little misunderstanding. We need to block all communications in or out. Take out any patients attacking the jamming devices on the hospital roof. Freedom of the press only goes so far.
Some of these metas are wearing experimental enhancement devices. The things have gone totally haywire. The metas are going insane from the feedback. They ain't safe for transport until we get those devices off. Don't bother being gentle.
Why would you attach power-enhancing devices to test subjects? The other way around that this happens is on Hero side you are asked as a side mission to collect where they all are. They all been taken out. You're asked to collect power cores from these dudes in power armor because they've LexCorp has nicked a plan for power cores from Star Labs. And it's extremely yeah, did I say it's extremely unstable? I wonder where it's targetable. That's weird.
Chief Researchers Journal. This heart is a telltale example of our profound work.
Yeah, heart is a telltale example. The Telltale Heart is a story by Edgar Allan Poe about, no, it's a poem, isn't it? About a guy who goes absolutely bonkers and kills his housemate,
Flow of
his
information
elderly
is back
housemate.
in our hands. Show the press and my patients what happens when they try to break a story without my permission.
Does it happen anyway? Because Lois Lane isn't scared of you.
Destroy them all!
Of course, this is all entirely pointless because the hero side players come in and shut down these signal jammers, and the story gets out anyway.
Back off!
This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. Lex Luthor announced today that the new metahuman medical wing at the Metropolis General Hospital, which is entirely funded by LexCorp, will also be entirely staffed by LexCorp as well. Despite the protests of numerous human rights groups, the wing currently remains open to metahumans seeking treatment for what Luthor terms their unique needs.
Yeah, oh hey, that's a police, not a police fan, a press fan. That's interesting. A news fan. The important part of that should have been numerous human rights groups protest against the actions taken by Lex Luthor here. Bit of a clue there. Human rights groups don't protest things, certainly not multiple human rights groups, don't protest things that are perfectly fine and above board and are utterly unproblematic. I haven't collected many devices from raging patients, have I? I thought I didn't have to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's a specific type of patient. It's not just any patient. It's specifically raging patients. On the hero side, if you're doing this, you destroy these weird buggy things that Lex has obviously decided a good design, rather than news vans, as you do on the villain side.
Your jamming technology is good, Lex, but not good enough. Supergirl's in your so-called hospital wing to shut it down permanently. Bring you and these allies of yours to justice.
Unfortunately, Supergirl is not sufficient to defeat this supervillain that I'm playing as.
Ignore Superman. My lawyers will clear us of all blame. However, how convenient that he sent Supergirl. Get inside the hospital and use kryptonite to get a sample of her DNA. Oh, and retrieve Dr. Psycho so he can explain this debacle.
Ah, so we're actually supposed to... I'm not quite sure how that works, because in... Interesting. In the hero side, you go in, Supergirl is already... subdued. You go in, you fight Dr. Psycho, and you free Supergirl after Dr. Psycho took a sample of her blood. So this implies that you go in, defeat Supergirl, which makes sense, and then retrieve Psycho. So I don't know if I'll be fighting Psycho, or am I supposed to be waiting, hiding in here for the heroes to come in, defeat Psycho, leave him for the authorities, and then release Supergirl? Yeah, it's unclear to me. Got a bit lost there, to be honest. So hero side, there's someone else waiting here, a female doctor who wants you to free the patients.
Lex is demanding to know what went wrong with this operation. He wants the full story, so don't bother coming back until you have something substantial.
Luthor will not be taking the fall for this mishap in his metahuman project, so he must find someone who will, quickly. Lex's intelligence officer is on site at the Metro General Meta Wing. Help him by collecting clues to how the breakout occurred. Interesting, so something in here happened that, I mean, that was fairly obvious anyway, but that caused the breakout to start, and I guess that we'll find out what that is. Will we? I don't know that they would bother using a different map. No, it's the same map. So when you come through here as a hero, as you'll see if you watch my previous streams or if you play it yourself, there's a bunch of subdued patients on the ground and a bunch of LexCorp operatives, some in gladiator suits like this and some just in shirt and trousers, like dressed like these guys. You rock up, defeat them, and free metahumans who are in big old jars, big old tubes that are, and they're being used for power sources. Really not liking the pained, like fearful. Yeah, that's not great.
Dr. Cisco journal entry, Meta Research Project, Day 4. Lex has offered to create a metahuman wing to cure metahuman ailments, and they went for it hook, line, and sinker. And with me in charge, we'll be using this meta power for everything from plasma to petroleum products.
Okay, so if you're in here as a hero, you can still interact with these, probably because they, I guess, forgot to turn off that aspect between missions, or maybe they couldn't find a way to turn off the objects. So you can listen to these logs yourself. I hadn't really paid attention to them previously because they don't actually do anything. You don't achieve anything by doing it.
Calm down. I'm here to help you.
We have to get these meta patients back in their resequencing chambers before their DNA is compromised. I'll trap them in a stasis field. You get them on the transfer pad.
Yes, that's what it is.
You're not getting out of here alive. Please, stay away! Run!
So is she going to ignore me whilst... she's trying to release the patients.
Why are you doing this to me?
Can't actually do anything to Supergirl. Okay, interesting.
No! Please, no!
Help! Help!
We've invested billions researching your DNA, and you're not going anywhere.
She manages to get free. Okay.
Please! I have a family!
Aha!
Don't touch me! Get away!
She's not very good at this, is she?
Come on, come on. Where's the exit? Help! Somebody help!
Yeah, not managing to do anything.
Oh, please! Oh, please, no!
I'll make sure you suffer like they did.
Find a way out.
She was smart. She'd stop this doctor from
No! Get away from me! Look out!
imprisoning her. She'd do me in because I can't hurt her. And then there's Doctor, but no, she can't manage that apparently.
No! No! I won't go back!
Put him down.
Oh!
Come on, put someone else in a cage so I can pick them up. Stop dicking about. Put her in here. No.
Run for your lives! Help! Help! Please, just let me go! Don't do this, please! I'm afraid your little breakout attempt has failed.
Pretty sure
Please!
that's
I can't
disguised
take it
psych-
anymore! Remove them from those chambers without the proper shutdown codes, they'll die.
Then I'll just have to get those codes from the mainframe, won't I?
Pretty sure that this is Dr. Psycho in disguise. He certainly sounds very much like Dr. Psycho.
Chief Researcher's Journal. Always wear insulated gloves when handling cryotechnic samples.
Good advice.
Quick, get to the mainframes and stop her. Destroy them if you have to, but don't let her get those codes.
I assume somebody gets the codes because you do release people from, well, not these tubes, but tubes very much like it later. Yeah, in Hero Side, this isn't a mainframe, this is a generator, so very strange.
I have to get these codes and free the prisoners. I've had enough of you putting lives at risk. I'm bringing you in to face justice. Saving people comes first.
Ah, now I can hurt her. Kind of irritating before when I wasn't able to.
I need to get those codes. Okay, you're done now. You're going down. You're wasting my time. If I can't use the computer, I'll get the code from Dr. Psycho.
Am I setting these people on fire? It's pretty abhorrent behavior. Oh hey, welcome Darkstar. Sorry I didn't notice.
Chief Researcher's Journal. These vines are growing so rapidly, I'm worried about the container's integrity.
Thank you for telling me about the holotoken. I'm aware that it's... I'm aware of where it is. Because they make quite a loud sound and a very distinctive sound, when you're in here, it sounds like there should be a holotoken in here somewhere. But yeah, no, it's in the room above. Confusingly. You're not too late. I mean, I've started already, but this is very much similar to the stuff that you would do during this mission on the hero side. It's just, I'm pretty sure, as before, that you're here before the heroes get here and undo all your work.
Dr. Cisco journal entry, meta research project, day 8. If only I had a real meta subject to experiment on. A Kryptonian like Superman or Supergirl. Then Lex would get the DNA he wants, and I would have the experiment subject of my dreams.
Okay, so Lex really wants... apparently he doesn't have Superman's DNA yet, but he really, really wants it. For definitely not obsessive gay reasons. Lex wanted a sample of Kryptonian DNA that badly. I'm sure that he'd blow Superman for it. Or he could, no. He could maybe give it a try. Don't think that Supes would be into it though.
Dr. Cisco journal entry, Meta Research Project, Day 13. Research continues apace. Today we... Supergirl is here? She's freed some of the test subjects? We have to...
I'm sure there's bound to be some DC universe out there where they are married. I don't know. DC is not very fond of gay characters, unfortunately. Yeah, Dr. Psycho is absolute scumbag. He's a psychic. He believes that all superheroes should be under his control, or meta-hero. Not just superheroes, but all meta-powered people should be directly under his control. Particularly the women, who should be his slaves. Yeah, he... I would like to dump him into a fire. Unfortunately, not really.
Dead end. Where are you going to run to now?
I mean, I'm not running anywhere. Do we need to destroy these? Ah.
How did it? I hate Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Lex isn't great. On the hero side, this is kind of an annoying fight because...
What did you just do? I'll pay you back. And I'm bringing friends.
Because Psycho is, he's able to turn invisible, so, and to create mind clones of himself. Sounds insecure. Maybe too much rejection. Probably, but he's going to be like one of those incels who feel entitled to women. Ooh, Kryptonite went. I'm not supposed to imprison her. Oh well. Let's take the boots. Oh no, boots are way better. I'll stick with them. So she captured Psycho, and then we're releasing him.
I could have handled Supergirl myself.
No,
I was simply plotting my next move while being tied up.
Sure.
I'll ensure my good friend Lex Luthor hires you again.
Yeah, here we go.
Wanna see the world through my eyes? It's easy. Just picture everything you want and can't have, and multiply that 10,000 times. Everyone laughing at you, pushing you aside, unless you take the power for yourself, and make them give you what you want. Luthor knows. Soon they'll all know. And when I get what I want, I'll be the only one laughing.
Wanting something does not entitle you to it, particularly if it's a person. Yeah, so that's not quite the cutscene you get on the hero side. It's slightly different. He certainly says something along the lines of, soon all these superheroes would be my slaves. So yeah, I think that they're subtly different cutscenes. I don't know if those in my OW games. I'm not familiar with what OW would be. But yeah, so the hero side fight against Dr. Psycho is kind of annoying because he can turn invisible and create like mental illusion clones of himself. So basically there's loads of him running around in this room invisible, and you have to go around basically attacking thin air, hoping to hit him or one of his clones, so that you can actually like start to do him in and take yourself down. Overwatch, right? Okay. Thank you.
Chief Researcher's Journal. It's not as dangerous when separated from its owner.
So, when you get here as a hero, Supergirl is already defeated and imprisoned through here in a red orb, which is a red sun cage of some kind. They use the specific frequency of light from, which matches the Kryptonian sun, Krypton's sun, which depowers or inhibits the powers of Kryptonians. So Supergirl is imprisoned in here, and Psycho has taken a sample of blood from her. So yeah, I have to assume once again that, and also this room is different as well. All of the stuff that was in here gets cleared out. So there's a certain amount of time for things to get repaired, like this generator gets repaired and then people in tubes get installed in here to act as power sources. And you come through as a hero and free all of them and beat Dr. Psycho up and free Supergirl. So all of the efforts of the villain here are basically rendered undone, irrelevant. Hey, welcome Raven Force. Yep, we're dealing with Psycho again. Yeah, he's one of the villains that I like the least. It's just a good thing that you never actually have to take orders from him, I think. But I'm able to console myself in this situation, despite all the horrible things that I've done, re-imprisoning escaping patients who have had, unnecessary medical experiments run on them by Lex and Psycho. I'm able to assuage that guilt somewhat by with the knowledge that all of the efforts of the player villain, whether it be Druk Android 9000 or any other villain, are undone. Probably about half an hour from now. Not terribly long into the future, basically. Yeah, we're at Lexcellence. And he's put the name everywhere as well. Like, I'm not someone who enjoys being in nightclubs, so I've only been to one. I didn't notice at the time whether they had the name of the place just up on every wall, or, well, in every room, certainly. Now, maybe it's because this is Lex, or maybe it's because it's a game and you need to be able to know where you are when you're inside. But there is Lexcellence written absolutely everywhere in here.
You did a good job putting out that fire. Things could have gotten much worse, especially if Supergirl hadn't run into you.
I was helped significantly by the presence of kryptonite that had been conveniently left available for me.
Things are getting lively in Gotham. Talk to Two-Face for more details. He's in our North Burnley nightclub, waiting for you. Try not to stare. He hates that.
So I know that Parasite here has a mission for me, but I'm almost certain that it's the mission to do the Metropolis Metrodome against Queen Zazala of Hive. And I've already... Dead Bleach, yeah, very good. I wonder who he's referencing. Oh no, it's Dead Black. Very subtle. Calculator, it's alive. Aren't you the shock jock? Give him a real charge in your new healing roll. It boosts your healing abilities and reduces your damage output. Check out the descriptions in the traits tab of your communicator for more on roll bonuses. Plus, if the action gets too heated, you can always switch roles out of combat by opening the quick menu actions and selecting switch role. It's not really very much use to me, but okay. And then Luthor, science demands sacrifice. These innocents at Metro General have contributed knowledge for the greater good. You and I, as evolved moral beings, understand the necessity of these experiments. Your dedication to scientific progress in gathering these samples is admirable. Yes, I'm an evolved moral being, being a robot that was created to follow Joker's orders. Yep, certainly, that's me. But Lex Luthor claiming to be an evolved moral being is also somewhat suspect. Anyway, this is a lovely choker that I've been given by Lex. Don't worry about that.
LexCorp makes the best hardware and is willing to sell it to our most loyal customers.
Ah, contemporary tech. Interesting. Okay. Questionable judgment, yep. I rather think that Lex is so far up his own arse that he can't tell anymore. Or he has lost the ability to tell that he is actually, you know, talking out of his own arse.
You could flip a coin. Heads, we both head out to Amusement Mile and help Joker out with a little cop trouble. Tails, we let Batman take the Joker down. But I already flipped for you. See you there.
Thanks.
Get that feeling things aren't blowing up fast enough? Satisfy that urge and head over to the party I'm throwing at Amusement Mile. I'm testing my new toxin on the GCPD. It's a real blast!
Another Joker from Lex. It is too late for the villains. The villains have corrupted him. Yeah. Don't worry about the symbolism of a choker, particularly from such a controlling person as Lex.
Whoa!
I wonder if there's... there probably is a feat for going to the East End police station and getting next to the bat signal. But I do wonder whether I'm actually going to be able to get close enough, because the thing is, if you attempt to approach, well, certainly the front door of opposing faction safe houses, the guards boink you away. Like, they don't kill you, but they really don't like you being there, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to... Oh, no, there we go, cool. So I'll just demonstrate. I'll attempt to approach the front door of this police station, and I will be...
Gotham SCU.
Hello, how's it going? Violently thrown aside. There we go. But not hurt. Not sure why they didn't show up until I had stood there for a few seconds. Oh, there we go. Wow. And I can't break out of it either. Yeah, they really don't like you getting close. The same thing happens if you attempt to get near the nightclub entrances if you're a superhero. But in that case, it's just a pair of dudes in suits, which is even more impressive than a pair of dudes, well, a pair of people in high-tech power armor.
Oh, good, you're here. But guess what? I'm not. I'm leading Batty on a merry chase around Gotham while Harley safeguards my new Toxin formula. So make yourself at home. Check out my giant new Joker bombs. Dump them in the funhouse air vent for a guaranteed gas.
So...
Hey, this is Harley, launching Toxin Test 1.
My assumption for what will happen here is we will fight Robin. Because when you get here as a hero and eventually enter this building, the funhouse, through the door, you encounter Robin tied up, and you fight Harley Quinn. So my assumption here is that probably that Robin has gotten the best of Harley, given the shape of things previously. We defeat Robin, free Harley, and leave, assuming that everything is fine. And then the heroes come along and, you know, reverse that.
The coin says I work with the Joker, for now. Just like you. The cops have arrested some of Joker's clowns. Heads or tails? Think you can get them free?
Just noticed something about Two-Face's
Wow, Mr. J was right.
tie.
Look at those smiles.
The thing about ties is the way that you tie them. If you want the tie to have a line down the center like that, it needs to run along the length of the tie. And when you actually tie a tie around your neck, the bit here, I can't point to it really. Maybe I can. The bit here. The bit here is is going lengthways along the tie. So the divide should be horizontal rather than vertical. The only way you could achieve this appearance is if you were wearing two ties, one of each color, and you had them positioned so that they maybe he's pinned them together so that they stay together properly. But yeah, the only way you accomplish this shape with the split down vertical rather than horizontal is, yeah, if you were oh yeah, maybe they're clip-ons. I suppose that could be the case, or it's a clip-on. Either it's a clip-on or he's wearing two ties. I suppose his theme of duality fits wearing two ties. It's just not as dignified.
Stuff is really working great.
Why I'm having to fight the joke androids? That seems...
It's so
Go with a big kaboom. Ha 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 ha.
Seems like an oversight there.
Ha 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 ha.
I wonder. I'll go and find. I'm going to try and find the thing I'm thinking of and talk about it.
Joker guys! Gas those cups!
Good fun. Who doesn't love 10,000-volt joy buzzers?
So, is it called Big House? There's a big silver clown robot stomping around. Oh no, gold. There we go. Full house. Oh, it's hostile to us as well. I wonder why. So around a lot of mission areas, I don't know about all, but around most mission areas, there's a big, scary 46 or 76 level opponent that it takes a team to take on.
Emergency!
In this case, it's full house. In previous cases, it's been well, in the Metro Hospital breakout one, it was Bizarro, who is hostile to everyone. Occasionally, you come across, well, so it's not that out of place. It is a bit weird, but I mean, later on, you find that the Joker has been working alongside Tio Morrow to create Joker robots. In fact, sometimes you find Joke androids inside these presents. Oh, no, that's an officer. In fact, the Joke androids are the inspiration for this character. You also find more traditional Tio Morrow style robots a little bit later that have elemental powers. Specifically elemental powers of wind. No, I don't have anything to do up here. Okay. So there being a Joker-themed robot near to somewhere that the Joker is operating is not actually that big of a surprise. In fact, it's kind of a foreshadowing. And you also find another one, which this is why I was confused. You find a silver one, a big fat silver one, in a sort of hidden-ish room in a later mission in a warehouse for the Gotham University.
Harley sure fell for the boss. Maybe it was more like a shove.
Yeah, in most continuities, Harley was manipulated into falling for the Joker. The Joker expertly played on her feelings to manipulate her into lowering herself to his level. I really, really need the loo, so I will be right back. I apologize. Yes, I do have very long hair. I'm back, also. I apologize. I did go before I started the stream, but obviously whatever I drank earlier just went straight through me, which is rather irritating. But yeah, loads of hair. Take out cops. It's a bit unspecific, isn't it? What am I doing to the cops to take them out? Am I taking them out for a meal? Maybe I could charge it to the Joker's card. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. It'd be a great joke.
Go, Joker clowns! Get those goons!
$11.99. Request assistance.
This is Harley, launching Toxin Test 1.
Call for backup.
2!
I'm sure I keep trying to do the... There we go. I keep trying to do that combo, and instead I end up doing this. And I'm sure... I'm absolutely positive that I'm pressing the buttons close enough together that they should be... I should be... There we go. I should be doing that combo, where I kind of leap forward, but in a different way. Where that version I'm spinning. There's another lunge forward version of combo, where I just continue to face forward. There we go. And I'm sure that I'm not pressing the buttons at a different speed, and yet they keep doing different combos, and it's annoying. I don't know why.
Don't think I haven't noticed you. Joker's Toxin is no joke. He and Harley are creating a deadly new version here at Amusement Mile. So if you want to stay healthy, you'll leave now.
This is a great threat. Unfortunately for Batman, I'm a robot, so I don't care about gas.
Batman's right, you know. This new toxin is really something special. I've hidden a gas mask for you inside one of those tastefully wrapped packages. The others hold delightfully deadly surprises. But hey, what's a party without game? Hmm?
So we are, a joke android, which always delivers a really stupid one-liner when it's defeated. Quite irritating.
Of course, you know, this means war.
The delivery is a part of it.
The brat wonder refused to smile. I bet I know where he picked up that habit. If you're gonna go with a big kaboom.
So what was Two-Face's?
That should keep your brain intact for a little while. Nice job, Sherlock. And speaking of detectives, they're swarming like roaches across the lot. Go stomp a few. I'll give you the funhouse password if you do.
What's this mission? Oh, right, over here. Spring Joker's henchman. Ah, I see. You come here as a hero, you're here to turn off the explosives on...
Free like a bird! Now make me fly!
Wow. You're here to take the explosive devices off of these barrels of Joker gas.
I got this one.
It's quite a mask, isn't it? I mean, I hope it's a mask. I hope that's not his mouth. Pulled wide.
Oh, thank you, funny-looking freedom bringer.
No, I'm bothering to help them. It's not like the Joker has any shortage of henchmen.
Nice. Let's not leave anything to chance. Secure the chemicals Joker's using in his toxin. Wouldn't want the Bat getting his hands on it, would we?
Dispatch! Dispatch! This is Sergeant Carlin at the Amusement Mile theme park. Joker clowns are using some kind of new Joker toxin. It's done something to them. They're totally deranged. We need backup. Repeat, we need backup. 1199, request assistance. And I was just starting to get into this whole cops and robbers thing.
Interesting that we've still ended up coming and doing something to the barrels here, regardless of faction. In this case, we're trying to stop Batman from getting any. Of course, that also means that the Joker doesn't get to use any of the gas on any victims, but we'll not think too much on that, I guess. Don't know what the plan here was. Like, this is clearly properly affixed, but then instead of going down, it's broken so that it can match up properly with the other side. Like, has this dropped somewhat? I do not understand what exactly is supposed to have been going on here.
Call for backup.
I think I'll just leave these here, struggling in the handcuffs. I don't care. I'm sure I probably could go and interact with them. Yeah, there we go. Joker's already got enough clowns running around. He doesn't need any more. Oh. I'm done collecting barrels.
This one's a killer.
That should keep your brain intact for a little while. Nice job, Sherlock. And speaking of detectives, they're swarming like roaches across the lot. Go stomp a few. I'll give you the funhouse password if you do.
Where are the detectives then? Those are beat cops.
1199, request assistance.
Officer. Definitely don't want to do anything to Full House because he will curb stomp me.
Of course, you know, this means war.
Everybody ready for the next toxin test?
I wonder whether it's Tara Strong who's doing the voice of Harley Quinn in the game. Pretty sure that Tara was the voice in the cartoon. And they've got other cartoon voice actors voicing, or reprising the characters that they played on the animated series.
Wow, Mr. J was right. Look at those smiles.
We'll bring you down.
This is the big one. Goodbye, Scroll World.
Harley here. Reading test batch number 3.
That's a riot officer. I'm not after him. Beat cop. It's interesting that there's a pair of beat cops here standing opposite a pair of Joker minions and not doing anything. Neither side is doing anything at all to the other here. Oh, I pulled this one. Clowns have just noticed that there are other people here. Where the officers are they not? Are they over here? Oh, the detectives rather. Are they over here? And the game is just not displaying the correct area. No. Okay. I'm a more pressing target for the officer than the clown who's standing right there. Okay. Yeah, Tara Strong has voiced a lot of characters in a lot of shows. In fact, if you want a real treat, there's a recording of something that happened at a convention. I don't remember which convention, but if you search something like cartoon voice actors voice Star Wars, then you'll find it, because they got a bunch of voice actors from cartoons, including Tara Strong and the guy who voiced the two guys who voiced Pinky and the Brain, and is it Billy something who voiced Fry in Futurama. Like, they got a whole bunch of John DiMaggio who voiced Bender and Jake the dog in Adventure Time. They got a whole bunch of cartoon voice actors and had them read the first few scenes of Star Wars: New Hope in funny voices, and it's fantastic. They take suggestions from the audience for which characters that they should voice. Or do voices of, and it's wonderful.
Gonna go with a big kaboom.
Oh, here we are. Here's a detective. That's odd. I'll pick up the police car now. I should have super... Do I have super strength? Don't remember. Electronic powers. Yes, I do. I should have super strength. That's strange. Oh wow.
Of course, you know, this means war.
The joke androids are just omnicidal. Even the wags, these dudes, even people on Joker's side attack them. Nobody likes them, apparently. Yeah, there's a holo token up here as well, isn't there?
What's more fun than a bomb? A giant bomb full of Joker toxin, of course. Especially this new stuff I've been whipping up. Use it on your friends. Use it on the GCPD. Use it on Batman and Robin. More than just a party favor. In fact, it's a blast.
I wonder what purpose this building serves. Looks like a heavily armored building. Lots of vents in it. Bit of a mystery, really. Oh. Reconnecting to chat. What fun. My tablet sometimes does this, just absolute garbage at staying connected to the Wi-Fi. If you're talking in chat and I'm ignoring you, well, I appear to be ignoring you, I apologize. I'm not ignoring you deliberately, it's just that I have chat on my tablet and my tablet sometimes just doesn't feel like being connected to the Wi-Fi, and therefore letting the app for Twitch do its job.
This is the big one. Goodbye, cruel world.
Ooh, detectives. Splendid. Better who I'm after.
Man down!
Someone's come by and defeated Full House. Or he despawns occasionally. I suppose that's entirely possible as well.
Dispatch!
Oh no, there is again. That was a bit weird.
On to bigger targets. That bird-brain Robin is inside my funhouse. Get in there and protect my formula. And Harley too, of course. The password is Batman Stinks. Look at all these party crashers. Ugh, there's more cops here than in a donut convention. Get to Harley and take out the boy Blunder. The place is filled with all sorts of Jokerized goodies. Help yourself.
What a password.
Listen up, maggot! Your mission is to seek and destroy peace officers! You will do this with fire! Dismissed! The cops have busted a bunch of clowns! Set them free,
And I'll put in a good word for you with the Joker.
I think I'm a bit more of a favourite of the Jokers than you are, but sure. Ooh. Joker blast cops. Set them on fire. And I need to do 20 of them. Wow. Sure don't like that. Really makes me want to come through again as a hero and do good things to subvert all of this.
You won't get away with this, scumbag!
Also, setting people on fire isn't some hilarious prank. Even the most depraved idiot YouTuber, prankster, wouldn't think that setting someone on fire was a good prank.
I need some help over here, man! I need some help over here, man!
Yeah, maybe, I mean, I have yet to see what depths Jake Paul will go to in terms of idiocy. I suppose maybe he might think that immolating people...
Wants to go clubbing with a 30-pound mallet.
Maybe Jake Paul would think that immolating people was a good idea.
You won't
I
get
don't
away
know.
with this, scumbag!
Wouldn't put anything past him. I did see a news report recently of... was it yesterday? Oh no, I have absolutely no intention of watching any of Jake Paul's videos. I know enough about him and his idiot brother just from tangential people talking about him to know that I have absolutely no interest in exploring his work. But I read yesterday, I think, a news report about a pair. Oh no, was it Legal Eagle? On the Legal Eagle YouTube channel, there was a video about it, wasn't there? About a pair of pranksters who had assaulted a man in Kentucky. They were armed with steak knives, like they were armed with big knives, and they were filming it for a prank on YouTube, and the person they were pranking shot one of them and killed him in self-defense because he thought he was being assaulted by a pair of idiots with huge-ass knives, so he defended himself. And this is what happens when you play stupid games. Sometimes the stupid prize that you win is death. Maybe one of those twits thought it would be... may have been capable of thinking it would be a good idea to set someone on fire for a prank. But, I mean, we'll never know now. Probably the best, really.
Somebody help! Put it out! Put it out! Ah! It burns! Oh, God, it burns!
That's not fun. It was no fun at all. I don't know how anyone would derive enjoyment from that. Certainly no one that I would care to meet. Put down the ball. Put down the ball. Get rid of the ball. There we go.
Ah! It burns! Oh, God, it burns! I need some help over here, man!
Yeah, not having a good time with that.
Somebody help! Put it out! Put it out!
Okay, you can do a similar thing when you come through here as a hero. You set off a bunch of clown heads that go off and disable the clowns. Surprised that they even had a similar thing going through as a villain.
Oh no, not good! Not good! Help!
Just shows that they're recycling content to quite an extent. Yeah, I've set enough people on fire. I'm not going to deliberately do it again. I might accidentally, if I get close to someone like this wisecracker here, he needs freeing. I might, in situations like that, accidentally press F next to the wrong person. But yeah. I'm not going to deliberately, willingly set any more on fire. I have met the requirements of the mission. I had no choice in taking.
The boys in blue always know how to rain on operate. But in the Joker's house, it rains animals.
Okay, so they just disappear if I don't set them on fire. That's probably fine.
You're gonna die laughing.
Stop that! Don't target the stupid clown head. That's not what I'm here for. Why the Joker dogs are still... Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, they're probably mad with Joker venom, so they'll just attack anything. Setting anyone on fire. There we go. Okay, got one more of those guys to free. People on the Punchline story outside missions. Nice. Oh, hey. Ooh. Chest hidden away here. Cool. I'll try and free this wisecracker without setting anyone on fire. I missed anyone.
I got this one.
Yeah, odds are excellent that we'll find Harley Quinn imprisoned down here, or well, defeated, and Robin, Officer Smith, Officer Jones. Yeah, hero side when you get here. It's a pair of special named Joker henchmen called Righty and Lefty, who are very, very tall. Yeah. It's unfortunate that the game decided to include Jokerized dogs. Dogs are just trying their best. There's no need to poison them with Joker Toxin, or I mean, they use the exact same model for dogs inflicted with Bane's venom as well when you're fighting against Bane.
X's over the eyes, add a little something. Night! Permanently!
So X's over the eyes is symbolism for cross-eyed, which means, you know, cross-eyed. It's supposed to indicate, like, knocked out. I don't know quite how it has evolved to mean dead, but... okay.
Help! They took the formula! Bird Brain is totally robbing the place, huh?
Oh, like I haven't heard that joke before. You want to throw down? You got it.
So, staff and... what else is he?
1199, request assistance.
I haven't seen him use any powers yet, which is a bit odd. You'd expect to see them by now. He's using... I think he's using powers you can get from acrobatics. So all movement powers have some attack powers included, and the acrobatics movement set has shuriken or kunai throwing powers, which I think he's used. I haven't seen him use anything.
You must be crazy to help out the Joker. I have his new formula, and I'll finish you later.
We didn't manage to capture him. Oh hey, it's Righty and Lefty. I guess they get back up on their feet. I wonder where Robin is. I'm surprised we didn't capture him properly.
Too bad Bird Brain got the formula. I hope my puddin', I mean Mr. J, ain't too mad. They call him the Joker. But my puddin' is no joke. He has a dream of a world where everybody is always laughing. A whole world just busting fit to explode. Kaboom! So maybe I'm crazy. But aren't we all a little crazy? In love.
Still on the loose, and Robin won't be forgetting you anytime soon. Go have a sit-down with Two-Face to go over the action, and remember, don't stare. At either face.
Apparently, it's Arlene Sorkin who voices Harley Quinn in DCU. They didn't get Tara Strong to do it, unfortunately, but she sounds great for for playing Harley. She really sounds good for it, I think. Huh. That's why it wasn't showing up as having any kind of plus or minus. It's because it is exactly the same in terms of stats to the power choker. This is the first time I've ever gotten any orbital strikes, and apparently I need not only a device on my person, but also something in my hideout. Well, anyway, let's leave. I'm not clear on... I mean, the fact that righty and lefty are up here knocked out, but then why would Robin still be here? I think that we are here before the heroes get here, and then righty and lefty get up and stand guard down here, and you fight them before you fight Harley, because Harley has Robin in prison. So was I supposed to capture Robin before he escaped? Does he come back and get defeated by Harley and tied up? Like, this is one of the instances where things don't quite seem to match up properly. Maybe he comes back for some reason. Yeah, maybe he comes back and tries to get Harley and fails. But what would have made more sense is if you capture Robin here and tie him up, or put handcuffs on him or whatever, so that things are ready, set up, well, basically ready for when the heroes come through. Yeah, it's weird that continuity isn't lining up there. Oh well. I mean, if you have to take one side or the other as being the way that things actually went, you'll have to come down on the side of the heroes, because if the villains keep winning, the world will be too different by the time you get to level 30. And also... Oh, hey. Gold question mark. Maybe not quite in this instance, but there are other instances where things only make sense if the heroes are the ones who win in the end, because otherwise events would not lead on from one another. Yeah, see, in the villains, it's just a pair of dudes in suits who are guarding the doors, which makes them throwing just absolutely shot-putting heroes away if they approach, even more impressive. I mean, I guess that they could be super strong. That would probably make a certain amount of sense.
So you took out the boy wonder. No two ways about it. You've got a future in this town. The coin says you live. For now.
That's nice of the coin. Say cheese. Ooh boy. Was that a fun night out? Thanks for gathering these snapshots. Mr. J wouldn't be too thrilled if these got out. Without a punchline. You know, a real funny photo bomb.
You need any goods, friend? You need any goods, friend?
You taught Robin a lesson he won't soon forget, and the Joker got away from the cops. Time to have a sit down with Two-Face about the old action.
Joker here? You've been such a swell little psychopath. I'm inviting you to the event of the year. The Gotham City Police started a new superpowered division, the Special Crimes Unit, in the East End. They're even experimenting with exobyte technology to improve their gear. Now, does that seem fair? Who cares? Smash them up!
This person with the name Thuntcomper, it seems like borderline bannable name. Although to be fair, I was wondering about naming one of my villain characters Piss, which probably absolutely would get banned. It's just it's emblematic of my opinion of villains. I just hear I did. Haha. Not hallucinating. This time. Oh, right. Yes, that'll be a holo token for one of the stories with Tech Hero against Scarecrow. Right. So, I mean, I could pick that up, but it would be one of several that I can't finish the investigation of very easily. So I'm going to leave it. So this has to be another instance where...
After you blow through that door, I think the SCU deserve a little gift for leaving their new station wide open for us, don't you? Or dozens, all full of cop compadres.
So again, I have to assume that we're here before the heroes arrive. Superheroes tend to be reactive, they don't tend to be proactive in the first place. And for another, there wouldn't be any reason for them to turn up here unless we got here first doing stuff, you know? Quite impressive how quickly the presence spawn in. That's some speed rapping right there. I can't wrap presence nearly that
Lucius
quickly.
Fox note. Our latest power armor utilizes cutting-edge targeting systems.
Haha. Holotook.
This is Gotham Now, and I'm Vicki Vale. Today, the GCPD launched a special crimes unit to specifically combat superpowered crime. Commissioner Jim Gordon dismissed concerns that Gotham's notoriously corrupt police force are not up to the task. His reason? The SCU will not only employ Gotham's finest, but partner with Wayne Tech to explore ways that exobyte data can be used to fight crime.
Yeah, that doesn't help if your police officers are incredibly corrupt, unfortunately. It will probably make things worse that you give corrupt officers access to high tech. At least I'm not setting them on fire this time. It's just occurred to me. Oh yeah. It was a feat. Gift wrapping 25 police officers. It's supposed to be difficult. Hi board, I'm Joke Android 9000. Aha.
A poem in honor of the new Special Crimes Unit.
You gotta go!
There once was a crook made of clay who was caught by the cops just today.
Knock him
He
dead!
hit like a train, he loves causing pain, so when we set him loose, better pray.
Lucius Fox note. Our highest grade armor is extremely energy efficient, despite its capabilities.
So, given the shape of all of these things so far, villain side, well, hero side, you do basically this. You come to this location and then fight against clowns alongside members of the SCU, like the SCU lieutenant here. And then at the end you fight against Clayface in this location, and then you go on to the Regal Hotel and fight against the Joker alongside Batman, where you find that Commissioner Gordon has been captured and is a hostage with bombs strapped to him, or well, bombs nearby, certainly. So my assumption is that this time, as a villain, because we're assaulting the police force here, is that we will... I'm not sure who will fight at the end of this, but in the next one we'll probably fight and capture James Gordon.
That lethal lump Clayface is just beyond that door. What say we break his containment device and start a real mud fight, eh?
Where's our backup?
All wrapped up in presents. They're tied up. Gift 50. I was hoping that there'd be another one if you could.
Lucius Fox note. The latest power armor is constructed around a complex skeletal mesh alloy.
This is Commissioner Gordon to all forces. The Joker's not going to take the formation of this Special Crimes Unit with a smile. But if he gets you with his toxin, you'll be laughing all the way to the grave. I want all attendees at the Regal Hotel fully armed, and forces on standby alert for Harley Quinn, the Joker's clowns, or any other craziness. Gordon out.
Thanks for the hand, kid.
I kind of doubt that there'll be one for wrapping up 75 or 100 of them though, but I'll still keep going. It's possible to get 100. Maybe if you're very careful and you manage to get every single one of them.
This area is restricted.
I don't know how that would be possible, really. I mean, no matter how good you are, you'll still get interrupted, or like if you try and get absolutely everyone, some of them will
There's the SCU mainframe storing their exobyte data by the exobytes. You'd think with all the cash the city spent on this dump, they'd spend more on security. Now take out those cops and junk their machine. Then come join me for the real party.
I mean, maybe if you went at it and defeated everyone really quickly and then went through and parcels them up immediately. I'm not quite sure how you would manage that without, like, spending a fortune on gear. Like, you don't really have very many options for leveling yourself up beyond the level of the content. Because you just get handed missions. This is all exabyte data. I think I can probably pick this up and carry it over to the exit. Doesn't despawn though, that's a bit disappointing. What do I... There isn't oh, there we go. Hello. I'll have you.
All warmed up? Then come join me for the main event. Time to crash the Special Crime Unit celebration at the Regal Hotel. Don't make me wait for you. How nice to see you again. Meet up with some of my clowns, enjoy the canapes, take out a few cups, and I'll meet you in the main ballroom for the grand finale. Wait for me! I always say, it's not a party without a tragedy. How about a bit of my new Joker Toxin to liven things up? Perfect!
Where did that even come from? There isn't anywhere in the ceiling that it could have been dropped from. They are police officers. Armed and trained.
Lucius Fox, internal memo. The power armor is now linked into the global positioning system to provide assistance to mobile units.
Starting on them. That's what you're here for.
If these cops in tuxedos think that locking the doors will keep us out, they've left their brains back in their polyester pants. Blow it up and keep blasting.
This is Batman. You're being watched. Wayne Tech's exobytes are crucial to the battle against crime. Nothing can be allowed to threaten this fight. Not even the Joker. I trust you'll keep that in mind.
So when you come through here as a hero, there are police strapped to those bombs.
Leave no clown behind.
And I think it's a feat if you get to them before the bomb goes off and free them. So I'm wondering what the feat on the villain side will be, you know, for the equivalent. It might be to use all of the bombs. But I guess I'll only find out if I manage to find all of them and use them all.
Stop where you are!
Yeah,
we're taking you in one way or another.
Now look who didn't bother to dress for the occasion. Get rid of him and join me in the ballroom. The Bat will be here any moment.
Just say I am the law. I'm not expecting to get a Judge Dredd quote in reference in DC. I mean, 2000 AD is not as big as DC, but it's definitely a competitor, and you would expect the. You would not expect to get references. I mean, you don't get Marvel references in DC games.
Lucius Fox note, our power armor employs one of the world's most advanced heads-up displays.
Mr. J isn't going to come to us. He's supposed to go to him.
Yes, thank you. I'm clear on that. I'm just taking my time. I am vengeance. I am the law. I am GCPD beat cop. Slightly better than GCPD rookie, but yeah. Fight through the Regal Hotel without losing a single clown. Ah, that's what the feat is. Impressive. And they've gone to the lift, I guess. Yeah, this is gonna start now, isn't it?
Step back, please.
The party's over, Joker. You're coming with me.
Don't be such a bore, Batsy. We're just getting started.
So, this is almost the same way that the hero side goes. Don't know who's supposed to...
No touching. Everything's booby-trapped and rigged to blow. Just kidding. Or am I? Try it and find out.
This is Lucius Fox for the Special Crimes Exobyte Research Team. As you know, Wayne Tech is Gotham's foremost technology arm. Our readings indicate these exobyte canisters contain concentrated information from Gotham criminals. Please, handle these canisters with caution. Any escaping exobytes will immediately seek to download their information into the nearest target.
I've shorted out the toxin release devices on your hostages, Joker. You're not
That's what you think. I'll crack that toxin myself if I have to. If my associate doesn't beat the device out of you first.
surprised that DC, for crossover moments like this, I mean, this seems to be happening concurrently with the hero side stuff. So unless Batman is here locked in a fight with Joker almost indefinitely, well, for a very long period of time. So I'm surprised that DC didn't create any kind of...
Inhale enough and you won't wake up.
Generic new hero to be the stand-in for... Why are you fucking doing that? Okay. Stop it!
Free at last! Nice try, Batmanator! But you'll have to do better than that! Nice entrance! The part of the Joker without played by Harley Quinn. Great audience. Kiddo.
Surprised that she was staying in there that long. Hero side, well, the hero version of this is those parcels open and it's GCPD cops and James Gordon.
I'm going out. I'll deal with you later.
So I assume that it has to be the hero side is the correct side, like the canonical, this is how things actually went side. Because otherwise these events are conflicting and don't line up.
Oh boy, Mr. J is gonna throw a fit when he finds out Batman got away. Oh, I gotta go warm pudding. Thanks for the laughs.
Everyone else is animated, but not Harley Quinn, who just skates along the floor like she's wearing Heelys.
Let me tell you a story. A bat saves a scorpion from drowning in a river, but as the bat carries him out of the churning, deadly water, the scorpion stings the bat. In terrible agony, the bat asked why. I tried to save you, now we'll both die. And the scorpion says, that's the point, sucker. Oh, I love that story. Cracks me up every time.
For me, I just dropped the Joker. Little shit. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to look up what those feats I just achieved were. School of Hard Knocks, Batman, no joking matter, without being knocked out. Without using items or supercharge abilities. Okay.
Lucius Fox, internal memo. Congratulations, team, on successfully integrating the improved weapon systems.
Missions are a lot harder initially when DC were first launched. Maybe they may have tuned the encounters a little bit. But on the other hand, I have done an extra mission or sequence of missions really, when I did Trigon Rising. So I'm slightly ahead in terms of level and gear. It's also possible that they just expected people not to be quite as good as... not that I'm claiming to be an excellent player, but... maybe I'm just slightly ahead of the level they expected players to be at when they get to this point.
Crash? Check. Exobyte research sabotage? Check. Escape from the bat? Check. I call that a successful night. Thanks so much for coming. We'll do it again soon.
Wow, the Joker saying thank you. Did not expect that.
Gorilla Grodd. That is one angry gorilla. He recently tried to invade the Metropolis waterfront and lost all his devolution tech to the Flash and Star Labs. Lex Luthor suggested you could get it back. If you feel like going ape, check in with General Grosha in the Midtown nightclub.
I wonder what the metalhead... I don't remember what the metalhead chest looks like on a man. On a woman, it's a kind of corset with a spiked collar, but I don't know, same, well, almost the same. Of course, it doesn't go up as high. Of course, on a female body, it goes up to cover the boobs, and the collar is actually like it goes out to across the shoulders and like down across the chest. So similar but different. Alright, it's over here. This one. There we go. I think. Of course, it's also easier to get the achievement Hard Knocks and whatever the achievement is. I think they've all got different names if you're completing an instance without being knocked out. But in this case, this one was no joking matter. I think that those are probably easier if you've got a healer or a tanking character. You might struggle if you're playing as a controller, because you wouldn't have access to any or maybe only one self-heal. But then if you did use a self-heal from a control set, almost all of them use I think all of them use Supercharge, so you wouldn't get School of Hard Knocks, because that's doing it without using items as in soda cola bottles or Supercharge. First. Vicki Vale, briefing, Punchline 2. Detective Fedora, not a top hat. Oh well. Gotham Now News, brief. Wayne Tech officials are still trying to explain away the appearance of Joker's gang at a high-profile press event in Gotham this evening. Even with GCPD officers on the scene, reports indicate massive damage was done to the aging Regal Hotel. For Gotham Now, I'm Vicki Vale. Add the hat. Nice. How does it look on this head? Still a bit disappointing, really, isn't it? Oh well.
You need any goods, friend?
Thanks from the corner office. Wayne Enterprises loss is my gain. Thanks for gathering those suit circuits. We'll make sure my newest line of suits make use of this technology right away. Keep your eyes open. I am always interested in new opportunities. Just straight up using the technology would open Lex up to corporate espionage charges. Like, yeah, Lex is rich, but so is Bruce Wayne. Just because Lex is...
You need any goods, friend?
Lex would have access to very good lawyers. Doesn't mean that Bruce Wayne wouldn't also have access to excellent lawyers who would, you know, be able to counter whatever defense Lex comes up with. I want Midtown, don't I? Yeah. It's like... maybe use the tech as a basis to develop your own. Don't just directly copy the tech and implement it in your own products. I do like that all the nightclubs seem to have different background music.
Grodd suffered a crushing blow when Star confiscated our Devolver technology. Our resistance fighters managed to sabotage Star Labs' transports, so now our tech is scattered across Metropolis. But Star is attacking anything that looks like an ape. That's where you come in. Get to it.
What do you do after your... background mission? What's the one after the background only mission? It's not got anything to do with Grodd, so this is new. Is it Second Trigon Rising? Is that what it is? Trigon attempting to rise in Metropolis, Midtown, with sin demons everywhere? I don't remember. I mean, I've played Hero through to 30 so many times, or even just, you know, past this point so many times, and I really can't remember what's next. So this seems to be a divergence from just mirroring, or almost mirroring, Hero side stuff, which is good. It's nice. There's an achievement or a feat for finding... Oh, that's not the one. That's not the one I want. There's a Superman statue here. You get a feat if you go and fly near it, or if you get near it, not necessarily fly. There we go. Man of Stone. Visit the Superman Memorial statue in Centennial Park. Yeah, so this is where I would need to come to if I were Hero side. And there's all these sin demons who are hostile to me. That's interesting. Because they're not on my side. Don't recognize me as having attempted to help Trigon. Last time.
This is Lex Luthor. Gorilla Grodd is a member of good standing in the society, which is why I'm humoring him in this endeavor. His plan to devolve humanity is absurd, of course, but we can still turn the situation to our advantage. After you recover Grodd's tech, destroy Star Labs' containment devices. Show them that Metropolis is really more of a LexCorp kind of town.
Gorilla Technician report. These brilliantly designed cyber gauntlets will strengthen our grip around humanity's puny neck.
As if the gorillas need any help. Certainly seems as though some of Gorilla Grodd's followers follow him because they think he's dead good, not because he's mind-controlled them or anything.
Detected. Similar unit removed. Unit please stand back.
Gorilla Technician report. The empathy helm allows General Grodd to crush the enemy with a mere thought.
Grodd's attacks hit some Star Labs transports carrying exobytes. See if you can grab some for LexCorp. Star Labs, LexCorp's gain.
Security breach detected. Signature. Mobile containment unit overload in progress. Evacuate the area for your own protection.
That was a surprise. Didn't expect to get put in a buckyball like that. Oh, the music is recycled. It's the music we have around
Security breach detected.
the fight with Gorilla Grodd. So I suppose it makes sense that this is an area with Gorilla Grodd and his forces. You're not fighting against them in this case, but he defines this area, so I suppose it makes sense that we would have music from his encounter recycled.
Security breach detected. Sailing unit removed.
Yeah, Lex, his plan is stupid, but I am happy to support his stupid dreams for now. Basically. It's because he can use this opportunity to nick stuff from Star Labs, I guess. And because Gorilla Grodd getting a bit closer to his goal means that he probably acts as a distraction to the heroes. Like, if Grodd starts to get closer to his goal, the heroes have to devote resources to stopping him, which means that those resources, whilst they're engaged that way, are not available to stop anything else that the rest of the villains are trying to do. Quite sure what I'm doing to these. Neutralize Star Labs forces, but that doesn't. Overload Star containment units, no. I mean, why do they need to be teleported away to be neutralized, or whatever it is that I'm doing to them?
Downtown for retreat.
Because I've done enough of them, I lose the ability to teleport anymore, right?
Detected.
I reckon it'd be cool if you could get hold of some of one or more of the
Security breach
Star Labs uniforms to wear. I mean, you can dress up like a paramilitary dude of various types.
Security breach detected. Signal audio removed. Warning. Unstable reaction.
Command, Gorilla Grodd troops suspected in the crash. We're still in the restricted area.
Probably check and see if I've got any new powers available. My power set is a little underwhelming at the moment. I mean, I do have a couple of heals available. That's cool, but
Security breach detected.
Ooh. Power my weapon. Power. That's cool. Electrocute. I'm not clear whether this is ranged or not, but let's take that anyway. So that'll do.
Let's get it done.
Aha! It's a ranged area effect. Well, it looks like it's area effect, it doesn't necessarily. Just because there's a circle underneath a person in the icon doesn't mean that it's definitely area effect. But you hope that it's AoE.
Mobile containment unit overload in progress.
Given the appearance, and because I prefer using weapons and powers. I always like to have a power that buffs weapon damage, so that's handy.
Grodd's goal is to reclaim the planet for the apes by devolving them all to primal states. I was going to reclaim it for the couch potatoes, but I just never got around to making the device.
I do quite like Calculator. He's kind of funny.
Grodd and his forces are planning their attack on Star Labs to regain his broadcast device. They're hoping for a backup of a primal kind. Grodd has a commander who can give you what you need to make Star Labs go ape.
I feel like Lex was struggling with himself there. Kind of unwilling to commit to the pun. But maybe feeling that it was appropriate given the situation.
Grodd said you would be coming. Here is the last of our devolver technology. All hail Grodd. Now get out of my sight, human.
That device is hacked out of the last of Grodd's technology from Gorilla Island. Ever since Ultra Humanite tried to take over the island, Grodd's had to improvise. Enjoy it while it works.
So presumably the on-duty is 8 player? Oh no, I can't. Gorilla Island. Ultra Humanite has captured Gorilla Island, the secret source of Gorilla Grodd's advanced devolution technology, and threatens to Ultra Humanize the world unless it pays his ransom. Only you can sabotage his plans. So presumably this is supposed to have happened.
Lieutenant. Yes, Commander Grodd. I'll send it right away.
Presumably that stuff is supposed to have happened before we get to do any of this stuff. It looks like you can just smell them through the screen. They definitely seem like they would smell like zoo.
Our attack leveled not just the star transports carrying Grodd's tech, but others as well. Pillage the remains and bring us the best of the bunch.
Sure, I'll bring you the best of the bunch. Not Lex or Joker or anything. You guys, definitely. On the other hand, in terms of smell, they are wearing, well, I mean, it looks a bit like diapers, but it's probably something a bit more dignified, like wife fronts. I mean, really, looking at it, they're basically wearing the same uniform or outfit as Martian Manhunter, just without the
Send me the latest results, Lieutenant.
boots and cape.
Yes, Commander Grodd. I'll send it right away.
And with shoulder pads instead. Wonder Woman in chat there. I'm amazed that she managed to get this name. Or they. Doesn't necessarily mean they're she. Maybe it's got a space on the end? But usually in games like this, characters who appear in the game, or their names, are protected terms, so you can't use them. Like, if I was playing Champions Online and I wanted to create a character called Defender, I wouldn't be allowed. You can't even create a character called Kular, or with a name using the word Kular in Champions Online, but apparently here, Wonder Woman is just fine for a name. Bit mystifying.
What's that? What are you going to do to me? Just another of Grodd's mindless slaves. No! Please! Anything but that!
Did I just summon a lightning storm?
This is outrageous!
That's pretty cool. Yeah, lightning storm. Nice.
Anything but that! I'll give you anything! Just stay away, please!
Yes, I obey.
Get back! They have a devolver!
Grodd is calling. Yes, Commander.
Of course, Joke Android 9000 doesn't need to worry about getting inside the area of effect for the devolver because he is a robot, not a biological human, and he has no DNA to be resequenced.
Gorilla Technician report. General Grodd brilliantly designed this device to conceal guerrilla army movements.
Why must you What are you going to do to me? It hurts so bad!
Strength courses through me.
No,
For Grodd.
please! I have 2 degrees!
What are your 2 degrees in, eh? Is it philosophy? Because that wouldn't necessarily make you much better than an ape.
You're just another of Grodd's mindless slaves! No, please! Anything but that! Please! Anything but that! This is outrageous!
I expect the voice actors had fun making monkey noises at the end of that.
I'll give you anything! Just stay away! Why must you do this? Please! It hurts so bad! They have a devolver!
Grodd's gift compels me.
No, please! I have 2 degrees!
2 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon?
You're just another of Grodd's mindless slaves!
Mindless slave, yes. Of Grodd, no.
Compels me.
No, please!
It's honestly kind of good that transforming this dude into a gorilla isn't fatal because he gets trapped inside the armor. Does mean that
Just stay away!
he's this condition is reversible. It's good.
This is outrageous! They have a devolver!
Definitely seems like they just absolutely burst out of their clothes, whatever they're wearing. Because these are definitely very naked apes.
Why must you do this? It hurts so bad!
Unbridled animal bits flying around. Yeah. It's definitely good that them being inside of rigid clothing does not kill them during their transformation.
I'll give you anything. Just stay away, please. Why must you do this?
I mean, maybe it's a part of the way that the transformation works. Like it also. The design also includes
please, anything
not
but that.
Like breaking, like the design also includes breaking down whatever they're wearing, so that I mean, if it killed everyone, then Grodd wouldn't have servants to do his bidding. So maybe it's something that he took into account, or maybe the transformation is so vigorous that it bursts whatever you're wearing, which must be incredibly uncomfortable.
Get away while I set the self-destruct.
It's probably a large part of the reason it hurts so much, I expect.
I'll give you anything. Stay away, please. Why must you do this? It hurts so bad. Another of Grodd's mindless slaves. Look out! While I try to secure these weapon systems. I'll give you anything. Just stay away, please.
You thought making a trike like that was a good idea. Dark.
What's that? What are you going to do to me?
Also surprised that no heroes come along. Like, it was a little disappointing when missions mirrored hero side stuff, but it also kind of made sense. Like, you could see that the villains did something and then the heroes came and cleaned it up. So it makes it a little bit disappointing in this case that
this must not fall into the wrong hands.
Apparently the villains achieve something and the heroes don't know about it, or certainly the player character heroes never come and sort it out. Maybe Star Labs is capable of handling this after the villain leaves, or maybe a canon hero comes and helps, like maybe Superman comes and helps. It's entirely possible.
So bad.
Am I done? Cool.
Star Labs is supposedly Metropolis's premier research arm. They do work on exobites with Superman. You'd think they'd be prepared for things like an angry ape invasion.
Grodd is in position inside, but he needs a distraction to keep Star Forces busy out here. I suggest you destroy Star Labs' nullifying devices and activate the confiscated devolution technology scattered from Grodd's last attack. That should keep everyone busy.
Oops. Almost flew past the area. There we go. Oh yeah, Star Labs. Big old place. They have an odd choice of design. Like, why does it need this long, apparently multi-story bridge out of here? Mysterious. Oops. Hello.
We have trouble. This is the end of the line. I'm
hit. Initiating self-destruct.
Gorilla Technician report. This schematic is another example of superior Gorilla technology.
Other dimensions do exist. Magic, meta, logical self-destruct. Ever wanted to visit the mirror dimension or view Scarterus? Here at Star Labs, we're working to understand these realms. At Star Labs, the sky is not the limit.
Unfortunately, the fight made that a little bit
Initiating
difficult here.
self-destruct.
Let's try listening to that again. Ooh, thank you. Oh no, I want. No, I do want the tricks tonight. Oh no, it's an investigation, isn't it? Oh, I was already in investigations. Yeah, I do want investigations. There we go. That is it. Data briefs.
Other dimensions do exist. Magic, meta, technological. Ever wanted to visit the mirror dimension or view Scarterus? Here at Star Labs, we're working to understand these realms. At Star Labs, the sky is not the limit.
Cool. Oh yeah, I should probably pick up this side mission before I'm finished with.
Those Star Labs turrets
Main
prevent
mission.
us from storming the front entrance. Grodd had to sneak in his forces when we should raid through the doors. Take them out!
Mr. Luthor wants to wrap it up. Anything else Grodd needs?
Destroy the power generators to cover Grodd's escape.
Surrender now.
Why is this happening? Oh, fucking.
Initiating self-destruct.
Switch character. That's like the third or fourth time that's happened, where the controls get stuck with me heading left, and I can't stop unless I hold down move right. Super weird. I don't know what causes it.
Initiating self-destruct. Initiating self-destruct. Initiating self-destruct. Initiating self-destruct.
Floating in the air. That's very
Initiating self-destruct. Initiating self-destruct.
Don't let them No, please! Anything but that!
Up. The JLA has called in the Flash. Both of the Flashes. The new one and the original. Ready to think fast? I thought so. Head inside.
That's a bit misleading. I mean, the original Flash is Jay Garrick from the 40s. The original. And then there's Barry Allen and Wally West, and I'm never clear on who's supposed to be first of the two of them. I mean, in Young Justice, it's Barry Allen first, and then Wally West is his sidekick. But that's not necessarily how it goes in every continuity.
The Flash and all other speedsters are powered by the Speed Force, an extra-dimensional energy plane, or realm, or quantum space, or something. I've never understood it myself, but it packs a punch. And with both Flashes there, expect a high-speed throwdown.
I wonder what it would look like if I was wearing... I haven't seen Supergirl boots on a male character. Okay, interesting. I wonder what... So that's Biomech. That's also Biomech. New Genesis. A rather horrible higgledy-piggledy costume. If I were physically wearing... If my appearance matched the gear that... the appearances of the gear that I was wearing. Greco-Roman. Just thought that was a while ago. Ooh, wow. Those look very serious business, don't they? That's very different from the Greco-Roman style that you get if your character is female. My shoulders are Biomech. My back is Retrotech. Is full domino. Ooh, the mask shows through underneath. That's a real, that's really something, isn't it? I wonder what the full biomech looks like, actually. Odd how some parts of it are metallic and some parts of it are matte. Looks kind of cool. Anyway. Oh, whoops. Why am I locked like this? Yeesh. I didn't think I saved it. Oh, maybe it saves when you tab away automatically. That's awkward. Okay. Non-chest. I think I'd have to go through and reselect all of the style options. There we go. I would also like to try out the different weapon options I've got, but I don't want to spend the time doing that.
So long as you're heading to
stream.
Star Labs, I think Luthor wouldn't object if you smashed up some of those Star Labs power generators.
Already spent plenty of time. Changing costumes.
One minor hitch. Grodd and his army isn't about to let any human help him with his equipment. I'm sure you won't mind giving in to your primal instincts for a bit. Simply push a button. The effect will be purely temporary.
I get transformed into a gorilla, do I? Oh, that's what it was. I thought there was an object here that I needed to smash or something, because there was that icon, but no, it's just shining through.
Stand by for the next stage of your evolution. Enjoy your higher state of being.
It's good that I remain purple, though. Oh, that's weird. Why I'm not transformed?
Stand by for the next stage of your evolution. Enjoy your higher state of being.
There we go. I don't know what my powers do. That seems to be a lunge. 1 seems to be a lunge. 2 is probably a punch. 3 seems to be ranged. 4 might be a threat or a shout. Ah, I'm using acrobatics as a gorilla. Yes, gorillas well known for their gliding ability.
You're just another of Grodd's mindless slaves. I'm hit.
program will play a vital role in General Grodd's conquest.
This can't be happening. Fall back. What has Grodd done now? We need a bigger gun. About this monkey.
Well, even you should know that apes and gorillas and monkeys are different things.
Star, we need backup. This isn't one of Grodd's usual monkeys.
Huh, weird. Didn't realise that was
What has Grodd done now? Don't make me do this. This can't be happening.
For that says it's a healing ability because it's got a big
There's
plus sign
something
in
different about this monkey.
But it didn't actually heal me at all, which is irritating. That's healed me up a bit, but not very much. Because this model is available in the game and they've animated it and they've given it animation so that you can at least, you know, attack with brawling. I mean, I kind of would have liked it if they'd made this available as a playable form. Like a choice that you can make for your character. When you're creating the when you're creating your character and your character's appearance.
Grodd's mindless slaves. Let's get it done.
I didn't get very much of the faster run speed animation before it.
I'm hit. Fall back. Fall back. We need a bigger gun, damn it.
Cut that out. Have I gotten stuck again? Fuck's sake. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna get kicked out of the instance for this. Oh, fuck's sake.
Mr. Luthor wants to wrap it up.
One minor hitch. Grodd and his army isn't about to let any human help him with his equipment. I'm sure you won't mind giving in to your primal instincts for a bit. Simply push a button. The effect will be purely temporary.
Stand by for the next stage of your evolution. Enjoy your higher state of being.
And then immediately get transformed back again when the cutscene starts. Do I have to? It might be required later. The transformation might be required
for the next stage of your evolution.
At some point later, maybe.
Enjoy your higher state of being.
We need backup. This isn't one of Grodd's usual monkeys. There's something different about this monkey. You're just another of Grodd's mindless slaves. What has Grodd done now?
Interesting that those pulsars have like a kind of run up and impact.
Fall back! This can't be happening. We need a bigger gun. This can't be happening. I'm hit! Star, what has Grodd done now?
This is definitely an easier transformation than you'd have during the Brother Blood.
We need backup. This isn't one of Grodd's
during the
usual
Felix
monkeys.
Faust and Black Adam transformation.
There's something different about this monkey.
Where you get transformed into a zombie. The powers are way better.
You're just another of Grodd's mindless slaves.
These guys keep coming from.
This can't be happening.
Wow. Got booted.
I'm hit. What has Grodd done now?
Decontamination starting. All human contaminants will be removed. All human contaminants have been removed. Have a nice day.
Oh. Okay, I guess that's what happens.
Star, I need backup.
Probably didn't need to do it all transformed then. I mean, it was kind of fun, but not necessary, thankfully.
Quickly, the Flash and his full mentor will be here in 10 seconds. This devolver will transform one of them into an ape, allowing me to bend his will with my powers.
Not so fast, Grodd. You've threatened humanity for the last time.
Okay.
The Speed Force just got an upgrade.
Insolent human, I will pulverize you both. Feel the wrath of Grodd.
So when they say the original Flash, they actually mean...
Speedsters into my slave.
When they say the original Flash, they really mean the original Flash, as in Jay Garrick. So this, the Flash, is probably... Wow, woof. That's a lot. Unsurprising though, I mean they are the Flash and Garrick Flash. So this is probably Barry Allen, not Wally West. Wally West might be the sidekick, Kid Flash. Expect.
Must obey.
Enjoy devolution, Flash.
Original Flash costume is still on his gorilla-fied form. That's pretty fantastic.
This breaks your concentration.
Hurry! I must reassert my will.
Grodd, command me.
Now it's current Flash who is transformed. Nice. And they've even modelled him with proper costume. I mean, this does happen in the comics on the animated series as well.
I miss the feel of your skull against my knuckles! Idiot humans! You destroy what you do not understand!
Laugh it up, Grodd. You know you can't hold me for long.
This is a pretty decisive, crushing defeat for the Flashes.
Escape. Have to stop you.
Gorilla Technician report. With this, General Grodd will crush the inferior humans from above.
Get out and stop you, Grodd. Don't think you've won yet.
Done well. Now, leave me.
Laugh it up, Grodd. You know you can't hold me for long.
Oof.
Faster than lightning, that's me. Fastest man on Earth. I'm always on the go, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Move fast, think fast, and these days, there's a serious need for speed. So when some super genius claims they're gonna slow me down or stop me in my tracks, I say bring it. Because to me, they're just standing still.
Nice. New cutscene. Haven't seen that before. Ooh, definitely take the Flash's speed treads.
Don't think you've won yet.
We've definitely won. Not quite sure how the two Flashes get out of this, to be honest.
Get out and stop you, Grodd.
You know, if I were Grodd, I'd be careful with that broadcast equipment if Star was, monkeying around with it. Who knows how they might have tampered with it.
That's probably how the Flash gets out.
So, Grodd retrieved his technology. Good. I'm sure he'll be suitably thankful. As for Star Labs, what a shame they'll need to rebuild instead of focusing on their exobyte research. I'm sure LexCorp can pick up the slack. A job well done. Luthor out.
Oh, what do the Flash boots look like then? Kind of shiny. Got the little speed flick on them. Cool. Wonder what? Oh no, they're all one colour. Okay. Red, green, purple, yellow.
Now that Grodd has regained his broadcast technology, soon all of Metropolis will serve his whim. We will be sure to devolve you first, as a reward for your service.
Definitely what I'm after, yeah.
Ever heard of Eclipso? His black diamond can turn even the sweetest soul to evil. And now Circe wants to set him free. Felix Faust in the safe house has more.
So Felix Faust is over here. I was heading towards the mail because I completed an investigation. So I should get a piece of mail soon. And there he is. Okay. But that will do it for today. We're over by about 15 minutes. I usually go for about 3 hours. Aim for about 3 hours. Over that slightly. I also started late, so I'm finishing late. This time, it's because I started late because I had to wait for an upload to finish. I've gotten back to uploading my videos on YouTube, which you can find if you search Vanilla Jester Gaming. Still going through the backlog of Champions Online content, and there's 20 videos up now, which is a lot, and there's still more that I need to edit and upload. Not for humans. What are you doing with these schematics, Pinkskin? Never touch Gorilla Technologies. You risk much admitting you gathered them. Never again touch our mighty war machines. No thank you for collecting these before someone else did. No, just threats. He's really appreciative, isn't he, Grodd? Yes, Raven Force has decided that they want to try and force Uwu onto me. I can't tell you how thrilled I am at this, because I'm not thrilled. And then therefore I can't. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you again. I'll be back on Friday. I'll aim for 8. We'll see whether that happens or not. And whether I see you then or not, I hope you have a good time.